Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dain. Nice to be with you on the Awareness Revolution blog again. You know, this is a cool place to be, I gotta tell you, because it's like exploring the things that we all know we'd like to choose and we'd like to change and we'd like to have. And this is sort of a cool, safe place and space to do it, and also to share with you some of the things that I found that I found really enrich my life. And one of those is the concept of somebody having your back. What do I mean by that? It's like, have you ever had somebody who had no judgment of you, who totally cared for you, who totally got the gift that you were, even when you didn't? I had an experience the other day where I was kind of breaking down. I gotta tell you, it's like, I mean, I've done my best to get as honest with myself as I can, you know, over the last 14 years, and there were still these places where I'd had a lot of things that were left unsaid, a lot of things that were sticking me personally, and they finally just burst to the surface when I least expected it. And I happened to be with a group of friends who truly have my back. In fact, it was the Access team that I get to work with. I cannot tell you how fortunate I am to get to work with these amazing people. And I don't know if you've had a time in your life where you cried so much it felt like somebody was pouring water in your head and it was just coming out your eyes. That's what was happening. Easy for me to say in English. That's what was happening for me. I mean, it was really intense. And I was really getting to this place of vulnerability. And every one of the people at the table, and there were 8 of them, was just totally present for me, totally there for me, and really had my back. Now, it doesn't mean they think I'm perfect. It doesn't mean that they require me to be perfect. It means that even when I'm not perfect, they're there for me, they're there with me, and they're there to realize that I know that I can be greater, and they're willing to support me in that. That's what having your back means, is when somebody doesn't require you to be perfect, nor do they expect it of you, they're just willing to be with you as you are and to recognize the greatness of you even in those moments where you're not willing to choose it. What would it be like if you were able to be that for other people, which may seem a little easier, and also for you, which unfortunately for a lot of us becomes the difficult part. So let me ask you a question. Here's a process for you, an Access Consciousness process. And if you don't know how to run processes, please join my Tour of Consciousness. You can go to tourofconsciousness.com and check that out. But I'm assuming most of you know this already or have heard it based on other videos, which is why I'm giving it to you. But what have you made so vital to possess in this reality that keeps you from having your back and that of others? Everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and create a place. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9, shorts, boys and beyonds. What have you made it so vital to possess that you, of this reality, that keeps you from having your back and that of others? Everything that is times a godzillion, we destroy and create a place. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9, shorts, boys and beyonds. I wanted to give you that. I wanted to have this conversation with you because you're some of the people that desire something different and something greater on this planet. What if we could let go of judgment? What if we could let go of separation, wrongness, and rightness, and actually be that which had each other's backs? Now, as you can see, I'm in Venice, of all places. How did I get so lucky? You know, here I'm on a gondola in Venice, and you know what? What I've learned is having my back and having other people's backs is one of the greatest gifts of my life, because it's one of the things that allows me to actually acknowledge who I am, and it allows me to actually receive from other people in a way I never thought was possible. So I desire that gift for you. Please, if you'd be willing to write down that process and be willing to run it for yourself, and it will change the place where you're not willing to honor you and others enough to have your back and theirs. And can you imagine if we had a room full of people, a group full of people, and perhaps even a world full of people who had their own backs and the backs of others? What else would be possible? So consider that my invitation to a future possibility. Thank you very much for listening. I wish you all the best. And what if you, truly being you, are the gift, the change, and the possibility this world requires. Look forward to being with you next time, my beautiful friends. Bye.